called the distributed ledger. It's also called a basically encrypted database, right? But it's a ledger. It's intended to, it's intended to store records. If you think about the history of it, it makes perfect sense, right? It came from keeping records of transactions for currency, right? Virtual currency. So it was built for that. When they built it, I'm sure they couldn't even imagine all the use cases that would come out of it. With the biggest benefit of it being that it is immutable. And when I say it's immutable, I think I've explained this before, but if you look at block 51, 52, and 53, let's say somebody goes in and they change one of these transactions in block 51. Let's say they change one thing, one piece of data. They add a space to one of the documents. They add a whatever. When they do that, once it's hashed, it will give you a different hash value here. So if they change it right here, block 52 would instantly break. Block 53, every block on top of that would instantly break because they wouldn't be able to validate themselves. And you would know right away that somebody tampered with block 51, right? I mean, that is just extremely powerful, very powerful, right? And if you consider what these transactions are, the value of these transactions, here's a use case that I'm waiting for somebody to implement. People lie all the time. I guess I could just stop right there, but let me finish this. People lie all the time about their transcripts. They lie all the time about their academic achievements. If you're a university and you store people's transcripts, their degrees, etc., if you store that on the blockchain, they could offer a service where, a company like you that needs to go in and validate, do a background check, you can do a service and check the blockchain to see if they really have that master's degree or doctorate degree or bachelor's degree, or if they received that certificate of advanced graduate studies. That would be a transaction that's added to the blockchain, and you simply make a call in, query the blockchain, and find it. The user can never go back and change it. It's immutable. And the same thing eventually is going to happen. It's already happening in Germany and Sweden, where people's criminal records are being stored on blockchain also. And that's how you do background checks in Sweden and Germany. That's where that's going.